It's a somber day in sports here in Southern California and beyond, but we appreciate you joining us on Fox 5 Sports Final. I'm Tabitha Lipkin. The tragic news of Kobe Bryant's death, along with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, is almost too much to bear. And in this sad and solemn time, we want to remember the legacy he left behind.
Kobe Bryant entered the league straight out of high school in 1996, drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, who then traded him to Los Angeles, where he'd spend the entirety of his 20-year career. He quickly became a fan favorite, named an All-Star by his second season, teaming up with Shaquille O'Neal to bring the Lakers 3 straight NBA championships. An 18-time All-Star, he led the league in scoring twice, scoring 81 points in a single game in 2006.
I couldn't even dream of this when I was a kid, just no way possible.
He'd go on to deliver 2 more NBA titles to Los Angeles in 2009 and 2010. And help bring the United States 2 gold medals at the 2008 and 2012 Summer Olympics. At 34 years old, he became the youngest player in league history to reach 30,000 career points and surpassed Lakers legend Jerry West to become the all-time leading scorer in franchise history. In 2017, Los Angeles retired Bryant's number 8 and number 24 jerseys, joining his place in the rafters among other Lakers greats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just this weekend, he was surpassed by LeBron James for 3rd on the NBA's all-time scoring list, gifting James his sneakers as a sign of respect. The basketball world at home and abroad mourning the loss of one of the best of all time, taken too soon.
And the NBA continued on by playing games today. The LA Clippers and Orlando Magic were among the teams in the league that held a moment of silence before the game. Once it started, the Clippers held the opening possession for 24 seconds, a shot clock violation. Then the Magic, they took an 8-second violation, both honoring the jersey numbers of Kobe, 8 and 24. This similar tribute could be seen in many arenas today. Kawhi Leonard gave his reaction after the game.
Everybody's sad, you know what I mean? Words can explain his impact he had on this floor. The emotional impact he had on everybody, you know what I mean? We're a team from LA, so we know LA's history with him. And, it's just sad.
And in Las Vegas, before today's game between the Aztecs and UNLV, the Thomas and Mack Center held a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant. Many of the current players on the Aztecs and the running Rebels idolized Kobe growing up. The Aztecs, they went on to win and set a school record for the most wins to start a season at 21-0. We'll have much more on that in a bit. But first, here's head coach Brian Dutcher on the passing of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, our kids are really touched. This is their idol as they grew up playing the game. And to hear of the suddenness of his passing shocks everyone to the core. So we talked a little bit about before the game, then we had a moment of silence in honor of Kobe after the game, and he's going to be missed, and we miss him already.
Today, Tiger Woods played 18 holes at the Farmers Insurance Open before knowing what happened to his friend Kobe Bryant and daughter Gianna. After walking off the green, his caddy Joey informed him of the tragic news, and with very little time to actually process what had happened, he addressed the media.
I just heard of it from Joey. We're coming off the 18 green. Didn't understand why they were yelling at do it from Mamba on the back 9. It didn't, people yell things all the time, and so I was just plodding along, doing my own thing. And then when Joey told me that it's unbelievable, the reality that he's no longer here. Very, very, very similar. We both came in the league. Well, he came in the league, and I turned pro around about the same time, and we had our 20-year run together, and it's shocking.
From one of the greatest to ever play on the golf course to one of the greatest to ever hit the tennis court, Novak Djokovic, he spoke with ESPN a couple of days ago at the Australian Open and talked about his relationship with Kobe Bryant. He revealed that Kobe had been a mentor to him and even helped the 16-time Grand Slam winner while recovering from an elbow injury in 2018.
I've had several phone conversations with him, and also, of course, when we see each other live in the last couple of years when I was going through my injury with the elbow and struggling to kind of mentally and emotionally handle all these different things that were happening to me and kind of dropping the rankings and then having to work my way up, and he was one of the people that was really there for me, and that you know, could give me some very valuable advices and kind of guidelines to, you know, to kind of believe and trust in myself, trust the process, that I'll be back, and I'm very grateful to him for being there for me.
And once the tennis star found out about Kobe's death, Djokovic, he posted this photo on Instagram, writing in part, "My heart truly mourns over the news today. Thank you for being there for me and inspiring the world. You and your daughter will live in our hearts forever." And Michael Jordan expressing his shock over the news, writing in a statement, quote, "I loved Kobe. He was like a little brother to me. We used to talk often, and I will miss those conversations very much. He was a fierce competitor. He was also an amazing dad who loved his family deeply and took great pride in his daughter's love for the game of basketball." Kobe Bryant tragically passes away at the age of 41, as well as his 13-year-old daughter Gianna and 7 others. We'll return in a moment.